We are in New York City with Jared Taylor. I don't know. Are you drawing crowds? I mean, how big is this community that follows you? We really are curious about this. We'll always live with frightened people like you. I'm just wondering how much force they have right now.
Frightened people. Look, do the Tibetans have any justification in being frightened that all these Han Chinese moving into Tibet are going to destroy their culture and heritage? Are they justified in being frightened?
There are obviously conflicts where you don't want the people who hate you coming into your neighborhood. Most of the people who come to this country come here because they admire the society. And it's not about hate at all. And we have benefited so much from the arrival of these immigrants, including my own.
I bet the Han Chinese who are pouring into Tibet say, we just love Tibet. We love those monasteries. We just want the Tibetans to speak Chinese, not Tibetan anymore. Of course they're justified. As whites become a dwindling minority, the society will change in ways that they don't care for. They all feel that way, and that's why they flee to the suburbs when their neighborhoods change. They just have been browbeaten into pretending that that's not the case. They won't admit it.
We'll be back with Jared Taylor in just a moment. With Jared Taylor. Mike, are you there from Illinois? Mike.
I am.
Hi, go ahead.
Your guest talks about history and science a lot, but he's neglected to recognize every clash of cultures in human history that's ever occurred has resulted in a stronger and more advanced society. Every culture that's tried to isolate itself has either deteriorated, itself out of existence or made itself irrelevant.
Yeah.
And then doctors and scientists generally consider heterogeneous people, meaning of an ethnically mixed background, to be genetically healthier than homogeneous people.
Yeah.
So how did you respond to that?
Yes, diversity promotes
First of all,
well-being.
It is unprecedented in the history of the world that a majority of people willingly give up its majority. That has never, ever happened. It often happens that some very vigorous band of outsiders will come in and conquer them, but never has a great majority of people said, you want this corner of our territory? Take it. You want this piece? Take it. That is historically unprecedented. Never has a people given up its birthright that way. That's some kind of sickness in whites.
We should make this point, and I think it ought to be obvious. No other nation on earth has so nobly dealt with the suspicions, the angers, the prejudices, the language difficulties, as has the most diverse nation, civilization in the history of the world. I speak of the United States of America. You take 10 cabs in New York, you're driven by a person from 10 different countries.
Yeah, a lot of them don't speak English.
And we have our problems, to be sure, and it is challenging. But the results are wonderful. They're good for our kids. They're good for our country, as this young man made the